At the Faywhat Show, we want to introduce you to interesting people that are so important to our LGBTQ plus community. I am so excited about my next guest in bed. This morning, I am joined by Florida's favorite drag queen. And I'm going to say that's Florida's favorite drag queen, but she's also my favorite drag queen. I know, Athena, don't come for me, all right? I know. She is the reigning Miss Noche Latina 2023 and former Miss Florida FI at Large 2020. She will compete for the Miss Glamorous Plush title in Orlando on June 26, 2023, and we're going to be there supporting her for sure. Born in Miami, she's presently living in Wilton Manors because everybody that's gay in Miami has moved up to Wilton Manors. Where are my keys to my new house? Anyway, so she's been performing in drag since she was 18 years old, and she was introduced to the local bars by a friend, and the first queen that inspired her most was TP Lords. The mother of all drag and azúcar was her training wheels, and she is passionate about being a motherly figure to all her kids, and we're going to talk more about that in a bit as well. She loves and appreciates the system of pageantry, and her commitment to the pageantry field is just wonderful and beautiful, and everybody should be that way. All right, welcome to the Faywhat Show, Miss Kimberly Venom.
How are you?
I'm my own audience and everything, but you know that, right?
No, you know I'm the clapper. I clap for every show.
Clap on. You're too young for that. Do you know what the clappers? It's not like a test. It's not like a sexual transmitted disease or anything like that. It's this thing, right, that you plug into the wall and then you plug in other things. And if you clap, it'll turn on whatever's plugged into it. And if you want to turn it off, you go, and it turns it off. Bitch.
I thought it was like the actual lights on Home Depot when you put the lights and they turn off.
Oh my God, right? No, but it works even better. Like for my ex-girlfriend, like she wouldn't shut up. So I'd be like, clap on, shut up.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Miss Kimberly, thank you so much for being with us, Mama. So, okay, like we said in the intro, you've been doing this since you were 18.
Yeah, I started my drag career at 18 with TP at Azúcar, yeah. That's
wow.
At 18 years old.
Like, how many queens would love to say that? You know, folks, if you don't know who TP Lords is, then you must have been under a rock or something like that, because TP is just so energetic, passionate, wonderful, professional, all of these things, you know? She continues to reinvent herself and talent up the ass, you know? I mean, and so I was going to ask you, like, who taught you the right and wrong of drag? Was it TP?
I will say, when I first started in Azúcar, I went just to see, because how it really actually started was with Beauty Schools of America. Mm-hmm. I styled a wig and I was inspired, and I'm like, oh my God, wow, let's make this wig with glue. And so 2 lesbian friends took me to Azúcar, and I saw my first drag queen ever seeing her name was Rob Sky, I forgot the name. It was Rob Sky. I know her boy name is Rob Sky. But TP took over, and that's the first time I saw a full queen with all, she's a club kid. Mm-hmm. I was like, TP, but I just fell in love. That's why to this day I call him up. I'm like, the legacy, yeah.
You know, there's something to say about TP Lord's longevity, right? Like, she has been around a while, and I'm not trying to mess with her age. I know how old she is. She knows how old I am, and we have that understanding. You know what I mean? What do you think that she would say, or what do you think the first rule of drag is? Something to live by, something that that's the rule of drag. You don't freaking cross that line.
That one's interesting. I guess I would say, a rule that you wouldn't cross?
A rule that you wouldn't break.
Trust. You wouldn't break trust, because without trust, then there's nothing. When I would say a rule that she's always taught me, love what you do and do it to the full potential, especially with the times right now that we're facing.
Oh my God. Totally. And and something about TP is that ella no se lleva con todo el mundo. She doesn't hang with everybody. Like, who the person that you see on stage, right? When it's her own time, she has her own little crew of people, and those are the people she sticks to. And it's been like that, for over a decade.
She's an Aquarius. She's a solo person. She likes to be by herself, but she is a mingly person. She is. She can be very attachy to us, the ones that she loves.
The ones that she loves, because she don't love everybody. Okay, TP, you know what I'm talking about, all right? So now, Kim, okay, and that goes full circle, because TP Lords helped you come in, and now you have your own children, right? Tell me some of your children.
So I have actually, if you want to say children, I would say kids and children.
Okay.
Children, I have millions because all the boys at the pub, everybody in Walter Manors. There's even people in Colombia. I went to Bogota, Colombia with Unity Coalition.
Hi, Herb.
We basically, the moment I walked in, they're like, "Mother!" And I'm like,
I love that.
when it comes to my main kids, I have Noshdi Wishes Venom. She's the youngest. I have Kelly Raspberry. I think you've had her before on the show.
Yes.
My boys are Alain Marquez. He's competing for Mr.
Beautiful.
Florida.
Mr. Buckley's partner, right? Yes, he's gorgeous. My God, that boy.
I have Freddie. He's more on the low. He likes to be a boy. He's not into the. I got him in drag for the first time too. I always get them in drag for the first time.
You gotta pop the cherry.
The little glitter, I guess.
Here's some glitter. You're in drag, ja.
So yeah, for now I have my little 4 that are very close to me. I got them really. And I have 2 new ones that are babies that came from Venezuela. One is Miranda Montier Venom, and she's learning her drag. I'm getting her together. So those are my 5 little kids for now. Like I told you, I have millions of children.
No, I love that.
They all love me.
You're like Lady Gaga and all the monsters. Me encanta. Dios mío. How important is your chosen family right now with the current climate that's going on and all the bullshit that's being thrown at our community?
I would say my chosen family is, like I told you, it starts with TP because all my mothers, I see these important women to be the figures. If it's not TP Lords, if it's not Erica Norell, if it's not Lorna Vando, if it's not the one I want to be one day, Tiffany Ariagas, that is mother.
That is iconic. Listen, you say Tiffany Ariagas and you have to take a pause, right? It don't matter if there's 5 more names after. You got to stop and take that reflection because it's freaking Tiffany. We just had Transgender Day of Visibility a couple of weeks back, and I was honored and privileged to host the event over at the Equality Center and at the Pride Center, excuse me. And she performed, bitch, literally, I thought she was gonna come out and accept an award and be like, we have to be visible, blah, 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 blah. No! Dancing and everything, Kim. All right? And she even told me, she's like, girl, this titty is older than you. You know what I mean? And she don't care. Anyway, okay. But you are incredible. And I don't mean to take away from your talent, Kimberly, but you are incredible because of the people that you look up to. Right. You understand? What is that saying in Spanish? Mi con quien tú anda, whatever. Dime con quien.
I get very stuck with my bilingual language when it comes to Spanish. Well, I guess it's you are who you chill with.
Yeah.
I wonder how you say it in Spanish.
Dime con quién anda y te digo quién tú eres. Right. Okay, so it's basically tell me who you hang with and I'll tell you who you really are. Right. And the people that you're bringing in, that you look up to and you're like, all right, that explains to me why you're so freaking good, Kim. Yeah. Okay, because the second that I laid eyes on you a couple of years back, I can't remember because this bitch is snatching crowns wherever she goes, right? And so, and I was like, where did this girl come from? I felt like it was just, that overnight sensation that people always say. Right. And then you look back and this bitch has been doing it, she was 18, Mm-hmm. It's not an overnight thing. Right. It's work. Right. And progress and looking up to people that are professional and talented and matter.
Right. Down. I would say it's been a challenge, but I'm grateful for every journey, everything that I've accomplished with everything. It's been hard. To this day, I've accomplished my 6th crown. I have 4 international crowns and 1 national crown. Miss Florida is my first national crown. I'm on my journey to compete for Miss Glamorous Plush.
Yes, and that's coming up in June, all right? So make sure that you go and watch it with us. We're going to be there June 26th.
26th.
Yes, June 26th is a Monday, and it's going to be in Orlando, okay?
Right. And for my newcomer girls, I have Aaliyah. I actually have Aaliyah from Alibi. I forget her last name all the time. She's going to kill me now. When Aaliyah sees her, don't kill me.
Aaliyah, don't kill her.
She's from Lips, and she's competing.
Aaliyah J. Yeah.
So Aaliyah is competing for newcomer. So hopefully we both get the crown because we already have Antonio as the king. Mm-hmm. And I'll be sick.
Edward. Wait.
Antonio Edwards.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
A former Mr. Florida.
No, but he's incredible. And so we were talking before the show about how you're always working. Like your social media, if you're not following Kimberly on social media, make sure you do so now. Because Kimberly, if you, I wonder what to do today. Or somebody will also always send me a text like, hey, I'm in Wilton. Is there something to do? I'll go look and see what Kimberly's doing. Because there's always at least 5 things on her feed for each day, you know? You're always working, okay? And so people think that like drag queens are chilling and drinking and, you know, that's not work. You know what I mean? Like, what does your week look like? Like including like putting looks together and stuff like that, like for just a regular week?
Well, I know that everybody's going to be shocked, but as a daytime job, I am an Uber driver. And it's funny because I pick up a lot of gays in the car and then I'd be like, hi, so what are you doing tonight? So, or I've asked them, what are you doing this weekend? So I'm basically like an undercover investigate, what do you call those an undercover person that promotes for the gays without them knowing, because then I explain that I'm a drag queen and they're like, because obviously I'm trans. But
so you'll just go like in regular Kimberly daytime makeup and you're Uber driving everybody. Obviously you're not in your beautiful big flamboyant dresses that you always have, so they're just like, oh, this cute girl is driving me around, right? And then you're like, are you gay? Or even you should be.
Or even feedback. I'd be like, what did you think of the restaurant? Oh, really? So that even helps me, so I can help myself for even the pub. Yeah. Because we have to know that gays like to drink and the specials count sometimes.
No, they do. But, you know, in an Uber car, right, you're 2 separate entities. You're the driver, you know? And like, so you don't know who you're picking up. Have you ever encountered like some horrible people?
Don't even ask me that. They always ask me that. But,
I mean, because it's Uber, girl, you know?
No, but I always tell the girls, because the girls ask me that all the time, and I say, the scariest part if there's 4 men in the car. That is the scariest thing, because then I can't take full control. I can maybe sit on one and squish him, but
you're stupid.
But the other 4 will be hard. The other 3 will be So that is probably the scariest, because I've been not harassed, but people tend to be, you know, when they pat you on the shoulder, hi, love. Mm-hmm. Some of them get very friendly like that, and I'll be like, don't touch me. That's not. It's just a ride.
Do you have? I'm gonna get you one of those little baseball bats to put in.
I need a taser. I need a taser.
You need a taser. You need a. I mean, isn't that awful that like I'm even having this conversation with Kimberly Venom about her getting a taser? You know, but it's the truth. Like, you know, as an Uber driver, as a woman, you've got to take care of yourself. And these are scary times. You know that with our crazy ass governor, we're going to talk about drag queens being under attack now. But like our crazy ass governor has passed a law like a couple of weeks back that basically no background check. You can just go get a gun. You can you can hold it on you. It could be visible, you know, so it's like now people aren't hiding their shit anymore, right? This poor little girl drove to the wrong apartment, all right? Pulled into the parking lot and into the parking thing and was like, oh, I'm in the wrong parking. Let me get out. Went to go reverse and the person inside the car inside the house just started shooting her, okay? Stories like that are going to happen a whole lot more because of these rules, because of these laws that this governor is doing and imposing on all of us, you know? And so there's that. And then there's this crazy ass drag queens being under attack. Like I wake up some days, Kimberly, and I'm like, I'm in the Twilight Zone. This is not really happening. Like, do you feel that way being in this community?
Correct. I feel like we're running through the tough times now. And I really never, you know that I've always thought of that, if that would ever happen to us. And it's actually happening. Like they're worrying about us killing or hurting kids or doing anything to our community or even the straight community. But yet again, all we're doing is showing glitter or sparkles or nail polishes. But then you're here with people with guns and it's crazy. It's very crazy. Especially like Pose. And so many people died by shootings again. And allowing those guns to be allowed, I'm sorry to say, I always say it to my friends as a joke, but it's scary to ever see the world come to like those. I always see that movies give us hints, and that's very important, everyone. We have to keep detail on that. They gave a movie of COVID, and COVID happened. Mm-hmm. And now I feel that what's happening now, it's the same thing over the shootings and the people are getting guns. is the same reality of, what is that movie that we see that they let you kill for an hour or for
Oh my God, Purge. You know, the side piece was just talking about that the other day. Side piece, weren't you talking about the Purge?
Yes, I was.
Like that there's like, okay, so basically if you haven't seen The Purge, there's like a 24-hour period, I guess, or something like that.
day,
or
a
day
day.
where you could do whatever the hell you want.
And
So
kill
some
whoever you
people, and kill whoever you want, and there will be no consequences to it, basically.
Right.
Do drugs, do whatever you want to do for that day. Some people closed their houses, boarded up their shit, and were like, okay, nobody's leaving until this is over. Other people went out there and were looting and killing and doing all that.
And that's my fear. That's my fear, because right now, supposedly in July, they're starting the guns. So I really hope they don't get guns.
A couple of weeks back, you went to Tallahassee, right? And you were part of the drag queen march, the protest. Tell us about that. How did that? Who organized that? How many were up there? What did you feel?
Well, that's another leader that I look up to now. And I call her auntie. She's like sister auntie, but she's more auntie. Darcel Stevens. She basically united all the drag queens from different cities. Like we have Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Kissimmee,
West Palm, I saw
Palm,
up there.
everybody. She made sure she got certain amount of drag queens to go fight for our rights in Tallahassee. And it was amazing. It was very powerful because we kept yelling. We went inside the actual, I always forget this. I have a brain fart every time. But it's kind of like the court, I guess.
The Capitol?
The Capitol. Oh my God. The Capitol, we went in the Capitol and we were yelling, trans lives matter, gay lives matter. And DeSantis, you gotta go, baby. It's time to go. But overall, we're drag queens. We have a new flag. It's dark blue, purple, and the little crown in the middle. And I was excited because I've never seen something like that. I've seen my trans flag, I've seen gay flags, but the drag queen flag, fierce, with a little crown in the middle. You know me and the little crown.
I know, yeah. Well, again, snatching crowns wherever she goes, all right? Snatching crowns wherever she goes. Give me that crown. Or what can we add to this flag, Kimberly? A crown. It needs a crown, right? But powerful stuff, right? So you folks went and like ass crack. You went like at 5 in the morning. It was like a 24-hour turnaround?
Yes, Darcel was the one to make sure she got all the people from office to involve themselves, actually. And we had a very big, it kind of looked like a parade, but it was everybody was fighting and yelling. And Darcel kept saying, let them hear us, because they're going to know who we are. And you could see the people looking through the windows, and I'm here looking at them like,
what
are you going to do? I'm going to show you. And we were racking the fans, smacking them left and right. And we're like, how gay can it get? But I was happy overall, because I'm like, I've never seen so much people fight for our rights. And that's history.
Yeah.
I would say RuPaul and many queens within years ago have made the way for us that are now one day becoming legendary. But now us are trying to make history for the new generation, for my kids.
For your kids.
For my kids, or even other new baby queens that are going to start getting in drag and inspired. And who knows, like I always say, one day I become I will never be her, but become somebody like her, like Tiffany Arriagas.
Ooh, yeah. I love her. I'm sorry. Kimberly, if you could go back in time, right, and told everyone something, okay, that you knew from the future, what would you tell them? What would you warn them about?
I don't know. That's a good question. I would say the most important thing, like always, stay true to who you are. Stay true to who you are, because that's just going to make you get bigger and bigger in your future. I have, believe it or not, I have never changed nothing of myself. I've always been the same respectful person, the same loving person. I've lost a lot, but it made me the strong person I am today. And it's an honor to have people that I look up to, like TP or like Erica, that sometimes even work for me on my Fantasy Sunday show every Sunday, 9 p.m. sharp. You all know my videos. But I get to let them, they work with me. Even Kitty Meow, I had him this past week and he was honored. And I'm like, Kitty, it's an honor to meet Kitty. I just got
It's Kitty. I mean, come on. Yeah.
But I'm here for everyone. Like, that's why I want them to know. That's why TP tells me, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud. Like, she's a proud mother, I guess. But I'm like, mother, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
and she don't give those compliments así por lo loco, okay? Understand that, like,
she could be a shady lady sometimes, but
she could be strict.
Yes.
Okay, we'll call it strict,
Right.
okay?
Strict
It's not,
lady,
no, but that's why when those compliments come, they mean even more, Kimberly. You know what I mean? Because no es de mierda. It's not to stroke your confidence or anything, you know?
Right.
Where do you see Venom in 10 years?
Hopefully in 10 years, I have a bigger family. Because it's different. Okay, this is very important. It's like polls. It's different building names and families. Because nowadays, there's so many houses. But if the house is not pure, the house doesn't really show love. The house doesn't, especially the mother, doesn't guide correctly the kids, then there's no future. I want to see, I have Nash actually, one of my kids. She's learned so much within so period of time. Today we were talking about it actually. She's a Miss Azúcar Plus. I'm a former Miss Azúcar Plus. I'm the first one, the first Miss Azúcar Plus. I won 2018 and she was telling me, mother, I got Puerto Rican queens. I got so many queens that are going to compete. And I'm just listening to her and I'm like, but look at that. What you learn is what you observe.
Yes.
That is what I'm talking about.
That's what's inclusivity. And like you're handing that down. You're teaching them that.
I even have morphine. Morphine love. Well, I know you love Athena. I love her too. She doesn't want to marry me. I try to get her as a boy. She's a sexy boy.
Oh, Stavros.
Oh, don't call her that. But basically morphine, she gives me my credits too as a little sister. I see her even it's like a little sister. Even sometimes a niece, but it's like, I told my sister, she learned so much how to battle shows. She learned her way too by me when we started. And that was like the ending of my period with Azúcar. I was leaving Azúcar because all my older sisters left. Calypso left, Sasha Lors left. Who else left? Athena left because she just came to do Athena would just come in and out. But all the sisters came through the shows. Azúcar was the platform for many queens. As I said before, I cannot leave her out. Because she is the head of all Latina queens. If it's not Maritrini, if it's not La Globos, if it's not Mariloli, if it's not Amanda West, if it's not
those are the women that when I think of Azúcar's starting out time, that's what I think of.
Those are icons.
Those are icons.
They might not be giving their statuses because they don't take them. Because Globos is a comedian, for Christ's sake, but Teresita La Caliente too. Those girls have their own uniqueness and they deserve their respect as well. Just like a TP Lords,
for
just
sure.
like
for sure, but different.
Tiffany. Yeah, the Latin community.
But different. You know, what do you think that they would drag bans are enforced and there's no more drag? What happens to all your kids? What happens to these iconic people that you look up to? What do you see them? I don't see them being Uber drivers.
That's my fear. That's my fear. Besides actually doing Uber, I graduated from Beauty Schools of America as a full esthetician. So I do facials, waxing. I want to actually open my waxing center, like bikini wax, mostly for men. You know, you women could be expensive. Women be paying a lot of money for bikini wax, so why not? But
I love it.
I wouldn't.
Venom's badge.
It's gonna be like distribution when she rip it. She's like, right. But honestly, I wouldn't know what they'll do. That's why we went to the parade the parade.
The protest.
Saying the parade. Jesus, the protest of Tallahassee because I wouldn't know what they would do. So many queens it would be a disaster.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to think of that. I wouldn't want to think we have to do shows under, what did I tell Erica yesterday?
The back alley and shit.
The back alley, but no, what do you do that?
Underground?
Underground or like an under party cave or something. I don't want to ever
that's how the houses, the ballroom houses used to be back in the day in New York. They were underground. They were in a warehouse. Like if you knew, and that was it.
Right.
You know? And it might just get, okay, I don't want to think that.
We are going to fight for our rights.
We have to.
We will be here to stay, DeSantis, and we are not going anywhere, my love. We have to, for all my lesbians, all my gays, all my straights that do support us, this is the time to vote. This is the time to help us. Stop with the, oh my God, we love you. Oh my God, I love your makeup. We need your help. We really do. This is the moment to stick together, and all the queens, some of us might not clutch because queens we could be diva-ish, be like, I don't know, sister. But right now is the moment we have to stick together, because if the girls on the outside or the presidency, the government, all that takes over.
Well, and that's one thing that I've learned from my many drag queen friends is that, like, yeah, they may have a fight with them.
Right.
All right. But if you attack one of them, you attack all of them. And that's it. That's where the fight ends, right then and there.
Exactly.
So it's the time. Like Kimberly said, I had put a post a couple of months back, like basically saying, if you've ever gone to a bachelorette party at Lips, if you've ever celebrated your birthday at the pub, if you've ever done anything when it came to anything at anywhere, our house, whatever it is, and you're straight or an ally or any of the other acronym letters, right? Yes, your $2 and saying I love your makeup and your talent is great, but a social media post would be better. Or telling your older friends that maybe they have never met a T or have never met an L or have never met. Let them know.
Yeah.
Let them know. That's how it is. You stand up for us. That is how you stand up for us. Yes, we want your money, of course. Yes, we want your love. But when you're out of our arena, are you still standing up for us? Because that's what we really need.
Right.
So we always have a segment here on the Faywhat Show, just a way to get to know our interviewers better, a way to get to know you better, all right? And so we call this segment the first thing that comes up. Whoop, right? The first thing that comes up, all right? So I'm going to tell you a word, and like you just tell the camera the first thing that you think of, all right? Okay. So like, for example, if I said black, well, what's the first thing that you would think?
A chocolate cake, Holly.
Okay, so perfect. Perfect. All right.
I'm really eating. I eat too much.
See? No, that's perfect. All right, so Mama, okay. What do you think of pride?
Community and unity.
Plants.
Oh, the orchid, my favorite flower.
Dogs.
The Yorkies. I love Yorkies.
DeSantis.
He gotta go. It's time to go.
Pamela Anderson.
How dare she? You're like one of them. You're one of them pretty hoes. Yeah. I get jealous when it comes to that, because I'm a big girl and we work twice as hard.
Wait a minute. You pointed at me and said you're one of those, and then can you explain what one of those mean?
Barbies, those Barbie skinny pretty ones be like the
Bitch, I don't wake up this way. This is a lot of Botox.
What is the one with the bathing suit from Baywatch?
That's Pamela Anderson.
There you go. That's the one I'm talking about. You need to be one of the girls behind her you're the brunette. Or the Charlie's Angels. That's what you guys would be.
Listen, I've had like some real, like my bestie in the whole entire world. She says that she's chubby. I don't think she is, but whatever. Okay. It's her reality and that's it. Right. And she schooled me on how people are treated differently by their size. And can I tell you that I'm ashamed to say that I didn't know half the shit that she told me, about certain things that she has to deal with every single day, Ooh. So you bringing that up to my attention, like kind of kicks me in the stomach, because it's like, we don't, we're really not aware about what our friends go through sometimes, shit that may feel stupid to mention, and we laughed about it, but it's still your reality, and you feel that you have to work harder because you're a bigger girl. Yeah. When I see you on stage being I have been blessed to be a judge, right? For twice, I think that Kimberly has won a title, and I'm floored by your talent. I'm floored by your answering the question. You are always so prepared and so beautifully polished.
Thank you.
And for you, you're like, I'm a bigger girl, so I have to work harder.
It is. I would say it's harder because we have to wear more things. Not necessarily being the queen or not necessarily having the confidence. Because some queens, again, I'm a big girl, but there's a lot of big girls that are not as confident.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Sofia Vergara sometimes. I mean, like walking through, and
it's felt from here. And I'm telling you, it's felt. You display that, and we feel it in the audience, Kimberly. You should know that.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that.
It's like Wakanda forever. I try to be the big cheetah. Or the leopard, that's what it is.
Okay, what do you think of when I say meat? M-E-A-T. Carne.
The steak at Outback Steakhouse.
Yum. Yum. Okay.
Today.
What do you think when I say voting?
We have to vote for everything that we just talked about. Our rights. Yeah.
What do you think when I say monogamy?
Okay, look, I be a blonde moment sometimes. Some of the words be getting a little difficult
Okay,
to me.
no. So you freaking ask. So,
But-
so being monogamous is basically like if you and me are together, we don't date outside of our relationship, or we have an open relationship where you can date wherever the hell you want.
Well, I am monogamous. What was again the word?
Monogamous?
I am that because I have millions of husbands.
So you're not monogamous, basically. You got millions of husbands. She's got millions
No.
of kids. Oh yeah, una puta.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's that every time there's a sexy man, because look, there's even a sexy man here. His name is Steven. We're like, he's my new husband. I have millions. I don't know how. You ask all my friends, any venue. I go, husband, you're the new husband now.
Your husband 563. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hashtag husband 564. Welcome.
Ask Papa Scott. I call
I'm
him
gonna
Papa
ask Scott.
It's the same thing.
Pobre Scott. Okay. What do you think when I say Miami girls?
You, Athena.
Again.
You guys are the Miami girls.
Barbie girls.
I'm a Barbie girl. Very those kind of girls. Mm.
Fort Lauderdale. What do you think when I say that?
Oh no, that's us. We're the hood girl. Hey girl, what's up? Yeah, for a lot of them, they're like, what's up, girl?
Netflix. What do you think when I say that?
Uh-oh. Wait, you said Netflix, not Netflix and chill. Because you know how sometimes people are misconfusing those things. I do see Netflix. I'm very dorky when it comes to that because, yes, I'm not going to say my age. Okay, I'm 32. But I still see, like, I still have the child in me to, like, see Pokemon or...
Mario Brothers.
Mario
The movie. Did you see it?
I'm Peach. I'm not Bowser. I'm not Bowser. I'm Peach. I might be chubby like Bowser, but I am Peach. And that pink little... It matches my sash too and everything. I'm like a little pink. Because I was in love with the movie. Like the whole movie concept. I was like, oh my God, the throwback. Because they never make movies like the 90s. I'm sorry. Like those 90s movies that have coming out from our past.
They don't make them. No, they try their best to remake them. That's why we're so excited about like Ariel coming back and like being a different twist to it, you know?
Right.
What do you think of when I say humidity?
Oh my God. Fort Lauderdale, Miami. We're always humid. We can't rock. Look, my hair's already getting a little frizzy.
That's how my hair is usually. There's a lot of keratin. I'm telling you, there's a lot of keratin, girl. What do you think of when I say TikTok?
You know that my friends keep yelling at me about that? I'm trying to learn how to be a TikTok girl, but I feel like I'm older than TP when it comes to that. All the girls, because I gotta catch, I don't know how to do those little, I'll be like an old lady. I'll be like, what? And try to like copy the video or make it funny or like mimic the voice. I don't know. Like I have personality for it, but I feel like I'm TikTok already as it is. I say, hey girl, and the voice could be like by itself.
No, but listen, your content, where you be doing your videos for pub, all those things could be used on TikTok, girl. Those are great. You can put all those on TikTok. You have like 1 million followers by tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's always making somebody get into drag or somebody get naked. What are those two things? Something's always happening. That's the pub.
Luckily, it's not the poppers. No, we don't do that.
No, we don't do. No. Those are to clean your keyboard. That's what they say. Kimberly, what is a perfect Sunday fun day for you? If you ever don't have to work on a Sunday, which almost never happens, what would be a perfect day?
The beach. Going to the beach. Going to maybe a little boat. Swimming in the water. No, just because I'm Ursula doesn't mean that. It's literally like the water, be like, wow. Oh, talking about that, I actually went to Bogota, Colombia, and we went to, not Bogota, not Colombia. It was Mexico. We went to Mexico for a vacation, finally.
It was like a family trip, right? I saw Alan went, Buck went, right?
7 days, Aline. 7 days, like, with a vacation that I was like, we went on a boat and catch it. We jumped off the boat because it made us jump. As much as I think I'm Ursula and I'm the sea witch, I am scared of the water. I'm like,
you can swim?
yeah, I can, but I'm scared of the water. A shark will eat me. I'm like, no. But we jumped in.
Can you imagine Kimberly in the water like,
The
no?
funny part about it is that we all jump in the water and there's little fishes going around, right? Like passing us. And I'm not putting no mind. There's a girl that goes, stop! Don't move! And I thought that was the end. I thought the shark was just gonna, like the movies.
Eat your ass. But not in a good way.
There was so many fishes circling me. Like, they were going around me. Like, and I'm like, oh, hell no. This is not the piranhas. No. And I literally digged my head in the water, and I was like, I started my Ursula laugh. I was cackling.
Oh, I'd be like, I'm gonna eat all you mofos. That's what's gonna happen right now. You know, I mean, pescado asado, pescado frito,
No,
pescado
I was actually like, where's Ariel? Where's Faye?
Miss Kimberly Venom, thank you so much for being on the Faywhat Show. I look forward to your next crown snatching moment.
Right. Stay tuned. As you guys know, I am a pageant girl, yes. Make sure to catch my show, because I have 2 shows I haven't mentioned. Every once a month, I think it's every third or last, but once a month we have Blue Martini Candle as a brunch. We actually have it this Sunday.
Okay.
It's my daughter Nosh, the Wishes Venom hosts Kendall. So any Kendall people, toda mi gente latina de Kendall, todas mis cubanas, mis puertorriqueñas, I would like you guys to come y que vengan al brunch a las 3 de la tarde.
And it's packed, and everybody goes, and it's a really good time at the Blue Martini.
Yeah, and I also have my Fantasy Sundays, as you guys know, that I always, TP goes, Fantasy Sunday.
Fantasy.
Like that. I don't know why.
I don't know why she says it like that. Like she's got balls in her mouth. Fantasy.
Oh, she probably does. You know her name. But yes, Fantasy Sundays at the pub every single Sunday, different theme, different girls. And for pageants related, we have Miss Pub in August. A lot of girls are going to compete. We have Miss Florida on October with Allison Thomas and Scott Holland.
I love Allison. What a wonderful human being that was.
And please do not forget, there's only 300 seats. So I hope you get yours quick. 300 seats for Miss Glamorous.
And that's in Orlando.
And that's in Orlando.
June 26th, which is a Monday, okay? So you can make a nice little long weekend of it. And go and support Kimberly as she snatches another crown.
I'm gonna try to fight for this crown because the girls are sickening. We had Tashay Sherrington from Orlando that she came. This is her 3rd time in Continental, and I'm proud of my sister. Like
So she's but she's your competition then?
She would be one of my sister's one of the competitions. I have
no, but there's people who are in the contest, and there are people that you know are your competition because they're sickening. So
I don't know them. I don't know none of them.
Okay.
Only Tashay.
Okay.
I will say her name is Iman. I forgot her name. I'm so sorry, Iman. She's a former Miss Continental, former Miss Gay USA. She's one of the girls that are gonna. I bet she
bring it
because what I've studied and I've saw. She's a trans woman like us, and she has one leg. So in her talent, she takes her leg off and
whips people with it.
I mean,
how do you win? How can you compete against someone taking their leg off and then hitting you in the head with it?
But you know what? I'm excited because
because you're bringing it.
New sisterhood. New sisterhood. New trans sisterhood. And all my gays too.
And I'll tell you why you continue to be successful, Kimberly, because you go with the flow. You're like, okay, this new is coming out. All right, I'm going to elevate what I've done here and do this and this. Oh, this is now going viral. All right, I'm going to take that music and do something with it. Like, I see that you're always aware. You're always like, oh, yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. You're always learning. I
always try to change things around and make them believe certain things. Because that's what makes the magic. Because if you stay the same thing, they're like,
no, of course.
But I change things around because I like you guys always on your toes, being like, what is she doing now?
Always. And you have us on our toes, on our fucking tippy toes, where I'm like, what is she gonna do next? Kimberly, keep on representing like you are. We need that. Okay, so no matter what, you keep on shining as bright as you do. I love you. I will be there when you snatch that other crown. It will happen, folks.
From your mouth to God's ears.
It will happen. Make sure that you follow Kimberly Venom on all social media platforms. She's always got something incredible going on. Go to the pub. It is so much fun. All right. And I mean, the pub has like the most incredible girls. Okay. There's Velvet. There is Shasta. I mean, there's you. Like there is just like this creme of the creme of girls that are at
That's
the
the
pub
little
now.
show I always say, the MILF Sexy Show with Candy Cox. If you guys want to check it, with $6 burgers. I mean, sandwiches. No, they're chicken sandwiches. Yeah, chicken sandwiches on Mondays. They got really good specials too.
Yeah, but you also always have the cute boys there too. So make sure that you go check it out. Follow Kimberly Venom on social media. Like I said, she's always doing something great. Wish her well. All right, because we've got to keep the pageantry alive. That is that's our foundation, when it comes to LGBTQ+. So make sure that you go and you support, and like, hey, maybe you can't go to one of the events, so reach out to one of the queens that you like. Maybe you'll be a sponsor. Maybe you help them out with something. It ain't cheap to get those crowns.
I will be doing my benefit. I'm doing a benefit on May 7th.
Benefit, May 7th.
May 7th, I'm doing my benefit.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Kimberly. Thank you for being on my show. I love you, mamita. You keep kicking ass, all right? We'll be right back. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the Faywhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the Faywhat show. Get the week started with me.